We are back after a long period of time and a lot of trial and error, and we have finally made the aluminium bronze Zulfiqar. We downloaded a 3D model from the internet and split it up into small pieces so we can print them one by one. We are using a new casting sand which is a mixture of bentonite clay and play sand. It is called green sand and much better than Petrobond because it is not oily, it is cheap and environmentally friendly. Due to not packing the sand enough, the mold collapsed when we lifted it up. The second attempt was successful and the mold held together. The alloy we will be making for the sword is aluminium bronze, which is a mixture for copper and aluminium, roughly 10% of aluminium and 90% of copper. We started having problems with our gas connections. You might not be able to see it here, but there were some flames coming out of the burner air vent, which was because of a leak. We'll find out later what the problem was. We continued cautiously because we were too far and didn't want to stop. The leak got worse, so we decided to stop. We didn't know if all the metal was melted, but we poured anyways. Sadly, the only metal we poured into the mold was aluminium that was left at the top of the crucible because the copper didn't melt completely. And the metal didn't even reach the end of the mold. For some reason, the metal was super brittle and snapped just by holding it in our hands. The failure was just another reason not to give up and try again. We fixed the connections, checked for the leakage, and everything was going smoothly until the gas pipe heated up and slipped off the clamp, so we had to stop again and decided to make an ingot with already melted metal, which wasn't enough for the sword. We decided to get rid of the clamp connections. We also removed one of the burners because we thought that using two burners was causing an imbalanced heat distribution, which may have caused the pipe to slip off the clamp. This is our third time making the mold, but this time we barely had enough green sand for half the mold, so we used Petrobond for the other half. I think no one ever tried this before. Let's see if it will work. We had some difficulties finding connections that were compatible with each other, but eventually we had a complete new setup. The bronze was slowly but surely melting, and we added some bronze ingots from other projects for some more metal. At the time of the melt, we weren't sure that we had enough metal to fill the entire mold, and we thought it was going to be another failure. But we had enough metal to fill the mold and a little bit more for a small ingot. We were so surprised that the liquid bronze went to the bottom, and we were relieved that we didn't have to make the mold again. After cutting off the excess material and grinding the edges, we finally had a clean and awesome Zulfiqar. The end result was super clean and shiny, and I'm very happy we could actually make it ourselves.